A few years ago, my best friend Lily passed away, leaving behind a bond I cherished deeply. This past July, on what would have been her birthday, an irresistible urge tugged at my heart and urged to visit her at Whispering Pines Cemetery, where she chose to rest. My family, who lived closer, went together, but I needed to face this journey alone. The day was a dreary canvas of gray, rain drenching everything in a somber hush. Walking through a cemetery on such a gloomy day felt deeply unsettling. As I approached the entrance of the scary graveyard, I spotted my cousin Sarah standing nearby, her face mirroring my mix of sorrow and determination. "I came to honor Lily too," she said softly, joining me as we entered together. The gatekeeper, an elderly man with eyes like dark pools, asked for the plot number. I handed it over, and he let us in, his gaze piercing. "Take care of yourselves," he murmured, a strange warning that sent chills racing down my spine. Whispering Pines is expansive, and I had only visited a couple of times, not as the driver, so finding Lily's grave felt like navigating a maze. The atmosphere was eerie, almost palpable. The rain muted all sound, wrapping the place in a cloak of unsettling silence. Unease crept into my bones, as if the scary graveyard itself was holding its breath. Finally, I spotted her stone. I parked my car on the soaked grass and laid down some flowers. Closing my eyes, I whispered a prayer, hoping to feel her presence. Sarah stood beside me, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. But when I opened mine, my heart plummeted. There she stood, an elderly woman about 5 rows down, staring directly at me. It looked just like Lily, her familiar smile unmistakable. No, it couldn't be. I blinked, and she vanished into thin air. My heart raced. Was it a figment of my imagination? Chills cascaded down my spine, and dread washed over me. "I saw her too," Sarah gasped, her voice trembling. "What was that?" I climbed back into my car, murmuring, "I miss you, Lily," before peeling away. The road home felt endless, and a strange headache began to settle in. Prospect Road was usually serene, lined with thick woods where deer often roamed, but today it felt like a passage to some other realm. As we sped down the road, a figure emerged on the shoulder, another silhouette in the shadows. My heart raced. Could it be Lily again? In a panic, I swerved to avoid him, desperately trying to maintain control. Thankfully, I didn't crash into the trees. My car skidded to a stop in the middle of the road. Gasping for breath, I glanced back, expecting to see Lily. Instead, a deer stood staring, its wide eyes gleaming in the rain. "Did you see that?" Sarah asked, still shaken. I nodded, feeling strangely disoriented, as if the world around us had shifted. The rest of the day passed in a haze. Later, I called my friend Jake, hoping for some reassurance. "I had a weird feeling after you visited the cemetery," he admitted, his tone heavy, like something was off. I felt, watched. His words sent another wave of unease through me. That night, after an episode of my favorite show, I went to bed early, craving some semblance of normalcy. But around 2 a.m., my phone rang, jolting me from sleep. An unknown number flashed on the screen. My heart raced. A call at this hour couldn't mean anything good. After a moment of hesitation, I answered, pressing the phone to my ear. Static filled the line, a dissonant noise that made the hairs on my arms stand on end. "Hello," I stammered. The static surged, then faded. In that fleeting moment, I thought I heard Lily's voice, faint and echoing, calling my name. I was too stunned to respond, my body trembling uncontrollably. Just as suddenly, the call cut off, plunging me into eerie silence. The next day, I contacted my phone provider, desperate to trace the number. They couldn't help, citing a lack of data. Meanwhile, I confided in Sarah. "I keep hearing her name in my head," she said, visibly shaken. "It's like she's trying to tell us something." That day and night lingered in my mind, refusing to fade. Was Lily trying to reach me from beyond? It sounds absurd, yet deep down, I felt the weight of the unknown pressing against my heart. You'd expect such a chilling experience to offer comfort, but all I felt was fear and gnawing dread that haunted me. Each night since, as I lay in bed, I replayed that call over and over. I felt the unsettling sensation of being watched, as if invisible eyes lurked in the corners of my room. My phone frequently rang at odd hours, and I could swear I heard soft whispers on the line, faint voices calling my name. Then came a stormy night that changed everything. I received another call. Heart racing, I answered, dread curling in my stomach. Static enveloped me, but then a voice broke through, urgent and frantic. "Help me," it pleaded, before the line went dead. Was it really Lily, or something far more sinister? The question echoes in my mind nearly every night: was that truly Lily on the line, or a warning from a restless spirit? This chilling mystery compels me to share my story. If you've ever faced something similar or believe in the whispers of the afterlife, hit that subscribe button. Join me as we venture deeper into the shadows of the scary graveyard, where the living and the dead intertwine. Together, let's uncover the secrets that lie beyond the veil.